Hey, I'm Malcolm Reed from How to Barbecue Right. This is Royal Oak's Pitmaster Series, and today I've got a recipe for you. You got to try whiskey glazed ribeye. I'm starting with 2 nice ribeye steaks. We're gonna get them in a little marinade. Then we're gonna fire up a big green egg with some Royal Oak lump charcoal. Gotta have that hot BTUs, gotta have that all natural wood flavor from the lump. We're gonna sear these steaks off, glaze them with the whiskey glaze at the end. Let's get to cooking. So the first thing I'm gonna do is drop these ribeye steaks down in a zip top bag. Now look at that. That's a nice thick ribeye steak. That dude's about 16, 18 ounces, marbled up. And I whipped up a really quick whiskey marinade. Got some Jack Daniels in there, of course. We're gonna pour that right over these steaks. But you wanna make sure you get it closed up and get the air out, because we're gonna mix it around and get ultimate coverage on each one of them. And they need to marinate for about 15-20 minutes. Perfect time for us to go fire up that egg. So we're gonna take our Royal Oak lump. Gotta have that red bag. Put it in the big green egg. I like using a charcoal basket in there. Keeps those coals together, keeps them nice and hot when they get to burning. Then we're gonna take a couple tumbleweeds. I like to spread that lump around and then put the tumbleweed down in the center of it, almost all the way to the grate. Where we get a good hot fire and it gets time to spread out. Give it some flame. All right, we got the big green egg up to 550 degrees. That Royal Oak lump's got it ginning. That's right where I want it. But it's time to get these steaks on the grill. I pulled them out of the marinade and just kind of let them drain off a little bit. You can see we still got chunks of that garlic, the seasoning in there. So I've got some of my steak rub that I'm gonna put on them. You could use your favorite steak rub for these ribeyes. So we got a lot of flavor in the marinade, but we really want to put a little bit on the outside just to give us a crust. And that's what we're doing with the steak rub. So now I'm gonna take them and go season inside down first, right on these hot, screaming hot grill grates. Then all we're gonna do is season that top side right on the grate. It'll make it smell really good. Give us a little bark action on this side, a little crust. We're gonna set us a timer. They need about 1.5 minutes before I turn them. Total cook time is gonna be about 6 minutes. After 1.5 minutes, we're gonna take these steaks and just give them a little twist here to a new side of the grill. Press them down just a little bit. Same thing. New side of the grill, press them down. Another 1.5 minutes, we'll be ready to flip. All right, so we've been a total of 3 minutes here at 550 degrees. We're gonna flip these dudes over. See how they look. I mean, check that out. We got those beautiful sear marks on it. Those grill grates help us out with that. We're gonna repeat that same process. It's gonna take 1.5 minutes. We'll twist them. That last little twist, we're gonna start a whiskey glaze on them. Now we're gonna give these steaks one last little twist here. Right back to where we started. Beautiful grill marks. And when I made up the marinade, I kept about half of it before I poured it on the steaks. Thicken that up on the stovetop. Cook that whiskey out of it, but it still gives us all that flavor. That's what I'm brushing over the top. That's that whiskey glaze. We're gonna let that cook in this last 1.5 minutes while these steaks are sitting here finishing up. That smells fantastic. All right, after that glaze gets all nice and sticky on the outside, these steaks are done. And look at that, that is a thing of beauty. Perfect grill marks on it. We're gonna take it over to the cutting board and let it rest for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then y'all know I gotta try it. Let's just see how we did with that big green egg. Look at that, it's beautiful. I mean, that is beautiful steak. I mean, we've got ribeye, whiskey glaze, cooked rare, over Royal Oak lump charcoal. It don't get any better than that. Woo! Son, that's the way a perfectly cooked steak should taste. If you want to see more recipes like this, check out royaloak.com. They're going to do a whole bunch more in the Pitmaster series. We'll see y'all next time. I got to get back on this one, guys. That is too good.